on foil. To provide all services in a single application, Government of Kerala has launched the M-Kerala map. Kerala, which last year became the first Indian state to declare internet a basic human right, has launched the M-Kerala app, an app that will serve as the single window for accessing thousands of government services. And the goal is to offer a one-stop shop for all public services, and as it will not be convenient for citizens to depend on difficult apps to access different services. Basically, to provide all services in a single application, Government of Kerala has launched the M-Kerala web. This is the whole thing is sufficient for your examination, that what is the exact name of the application. The name of our application is the M-Kerala map, and it is launched by the Kerala. And for the purpose of this application, the goal is to offer a one-stop shop for all public services. Odisha government has signed an agreement with the British Council to strengthen educational and the cultural cooperation. British Council will support state government, basically Odisha state government, Mo School, My School initiative by contributing to the development of English language skills for learners and teachers, including government aided schools. And the areas of potential collaboration include developing initiatives to improve capacity and the motivation of the English language teachers in the primary as well as secondary schools, teacher development institutions to improve learner outcomes in English in the state, and embed internationally benchmarked assessments. We are on page number 30, and here news is related to the Assam government and the AAI. Airport Authority of India and the Assam government has signed an agreement. What is the exact meaning of agreement? Let's see. Airport Authority of India has signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, in other words agreement, with Assam government for sustainable development of the human settlement at the villages in the Kamrup district. This is the most important part. The name of district is the Kamrup district, and in Kamrup district the government Airport Authority of India will settle the humans, and for this purpose they have signed an agreement with the Assam government. And as per the terms of MOU, AAI, Airport Authority of India, will provide a financial assistance of rupees 4.58 crore for Kamrup district under its corporate social responsibility. This is the most important point. What is the full form of CSR? The full form of CSR is the corporate social responsibility, and for this purpose Airport Authority of India has signed an agreement with the Assam government, and under the agreement they will provide a financial assistance of rupees 4.58 crore for Kamrup district under its CSR initiative. And let's see about the Airport Authority of India. Airport Authority of India is a statutory body. Most important point, it is a statutory body under the aegis of Ministry of Civil Aviation. My question is who is the Minister of Civil Aviation? So Suresh Prabhakar Prabhu is a Minister of Civil Aviation. He is also the Minister of Commerce and Industry. He has two ministries, Commerce and Industry Ministry and the Civil Aviation Ministry, and he is a Rajya Sabha MP from the Andhra Pradesh. The Suresh Prabhu is a Rajya Sabha MP from the Andhra Pradesh. This is the most important part. And AI is a statutory body, and the headquarter of the AI is located in the New Delhi. This is the most important part. Examiner generally ask about the headquarter. So please remember, the headquarter of Airport Authority of India is located in the New Delhi. First Indian district to have 100% solar powered primary health center. Surat in Gujarat has become the first state in a country to have 100% solar powered primary health center, and all 52 primary health center in the district are now part with the solar system. This is the most important news. All 52 PHC in Surat is now part with the solar power system, and the solarification of all PHC in Surat district will bring down the electricity bill by 40% and also help fight global warming. Other than PHC, there's 572 Gram Panchayats in districts, out of which 150 are solar powered Gram Panchayats, and soon other 422 Panchayats will too be solar powered in the future. and 75% of total expenses of making Gram Panchayat solar powered is borne by the state government, basically a Gujarat government, and remaining 25% by the district panchayats in the Gujarat. West Bengal government has introduced a new scheme Rupasri. The state government of West Bengal introduced a new scheme called the Rupasri in order to provide a marriage assistance to girls coming from economically weaker families with a budgetary allocation of rupees 1500 crore rupees. Most important point, which state government has launched the Rupasri scheme? So answer is the West Bengal government. What is the financial outlay of this scheme? So answer is the 1500 crore. The scheme is announced was made earlier by the state's finance minister Amit Mitra, but you do not have a need to know about this point, but please focus key features of a scheme. The scheme purpose is to extend one-time financial assistance worth rupees 25,000 to the family of a girl whose annual income is up to rupees 1.5 lakh, and monetary assistance will be provided at the time of marriage after she and a girl has attained the age of 18 years. The mandatory guidelines is the first of all the girl has to attain a 18 years age, and then she is eligible for taking a financial assistance for their marriage, and a woman is required to fill the application form before her marriage and submit it to the office of block development officer or the municipality office to avail benefit under the Rupasri. These are most important points, and the scheme is expected to benefit around the 6 lakh families annually in West Bengal, and the state's finance minister has proposed to provide 1500 crore for the implementation of the scheme. Basically, already we have discussed this. The financial outlay of a scheme is the 1500 crore rupees. NTPC has commissioned the first unit of 1320 megawatt supercritical major thermal project at Allahabad. Basically, power producer NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, has commissioned the first unit of 1320 supercritical major thermal project at Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh, taking its total installed generation capacity to 5361 megawatt, and the first unit of 660 megawatt capacity of Meza Urja Nigam Private Limited, a joint venture between the a joint venture firm of the NTPC, was commissioned recently. With this, the total commissioned capacity of NTPC Power Group has become the 53651 megawatt. This is the most important news. Himachal Pradesh government has launched a MA program with an aim to promote breastfeeding. Himachal Pradesh Health Minister Vipin Parmar launched Mother's Absolute Affection. The full form of the MA program is the Mother's Absolute Affection program in the state. Breastfeeding help in reducing the incidence of infant mortality rate and early childhood mortality and provides a complete nutrition to the child. Basically, the aim of the program was to make people aware about the importance of the breastfeeding. The main component of the program were community awareness generation, strengthening interpersonal communication through ASHA workers, and skilled support for breastfeeding at delivery points at public health facilities and the workplaces. Election Commission has decided to set up a 450 Sakhi Pink booths during the Karnataka Assembly election. The booths will be managed completely by female staff, including presiding officer, polling officer, micro observers, and security personnel. Basically, what is the most important point? Election Commissioner decided to set up a Sakhi Pink booth during an election in Karnataka. So answer, the question can be examiner asked, in which state government election commission has set up a Sakhi Pink booth? So answer is the Karnataka. Ministry of Tribal Affairs has launched the first ever Van Dhan Vikas Kendra at the Bijapur, Chhattisgarh. Most important, in which state Ministry of Tribal Affairs has launched the first Van Dhan Vikas Kendra? So answer is the Chhattisgarh for value addition of forest produce. Ministry of Tribal Affairs has approved the establishment of first multi-purpose Van Dhan Vikas Kendra on pilot basis for establishment in the Bijapur district of the Chhattisgarh state for providing skill upgradation and capacity building, training and setting up of the primary processing and the value addition facilities. And first model Vandhan Vikas Kendra is being implemented for training of 300 beneficiaries with a total outlay of 4338 lakhs for training, providing equipment and tools for the primary level processing and the infrastructure and the building for the housing the Kendra. The most important part, in which state? So answer is the Chhattisgarh and the district name is the Bijapur. Uttar Pradesh government has launched the Ganga Haritma Yojana, basically known as the Ganga Greenery Scheme, in 27 districts of the state, located basically on the bank of river Ganga. It was launched by the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, and the scheme will be carried out by the September 16, 2018, which is observed as the Ozone Day. Ozone Day is observed worldwide on September 16, and till 16 September the scheme will be carried out. Tamil Nadu government launched the bilingual Uzavan farmer mobile application in a bid to use technology for the benefit of the farmers. It was launched by the Chief Minister K. Palaniswamy in the state capital Chennai. The app is available in the Tamil and English. That is why we say that the bilingual application, because it is available in the Tamil language as well as the English language. So, apart from this application, Tamil Nadu government has launched the Amma Bio Fertilizers schemes. Tamil Nadu government also launched the Amma Bio Fertilizer scheme, named after the late Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, and it is aimed at better management of the nature farming and help boost and maintain the soil fertility. Maharashtra government has launched a free chemotherapy scheme for a cancer treatment in 10 districts of the Maharashtra. What is the exact scheme? Let's see. A physician and a nurse from each of these 10 district hospitals would be imparted training for 3 weeks from May by the Medical Oncology Department of a Tata Memorial, and the initiative would help patients save in lodging and traveling expenses. A list of medicines required to start a chemography units at these district hospitals had already been obtained from the Tata Memorial Hospitals. According to National Cancer Registry Program, 11 lakh people are diagnosed with the cancer every year across the country, and the objective of the scheme is to was to alleviate traveling and lodging problems of a cancer patient who come to Mumbai's Tata Memorial Hospital in Parsal at one of the country's premier cancer treatment facilities for 6 weeks chemography courses as a part of the treatment. Goa government has launched a application-based taxi service. Goa government has decided to launch its own application-based taxi service to some key tourist destination in the coastal state. Basically, we already known very well about the Goa as a tourist hub. For this purpose, Goa government has decided to launch its own application-based taxi service, and the state-run Goa Tourism Development Corporation (GTDC) invited the taxi operators to register with the new mobile application-based transport service. The key points are the taxi operator who hold license to run cabs in Goa were eligible to register for a new transport. Just go through. This is not important for your examination. Generally, examiner can ask which state has launched the app-based taxi services to some key tourist destination in the state. So answer is the Goa state government has launched the app-based taxi service. Union Petroleum Minister Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan has launched the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana (PMUY) in Telangana. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is the scheme providing free cooking gas connection to BPL families. Basically, Government of India, NDA government has launched the scheme PMUY, under which scheme government provide free cooking gas connection plus 1600 financial assistance. 1600 financial assistance. And what are the key points? The number of LPG distributions point in the state will be increased to 1000 from the existing 707 for quicker and the efficient delivery of the gas cylinders. And mostly women who are denied the right to clean air through household pollution from the solid fuels will be benefit. And these are most important points for your examination. Generally, what can examiner ask? In which state Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana has been launched by the Dharmendra Pradhan, who is the Union Petroleum Minister? So answer is the in a Telangana. Madras High Court introduced the e-court fee payment facility. Madras High Court has become the first court in the South India and 8th in the country to introduce the e-court fee payment facility. The Chief Minister E.K. Palaniswamy and the Chief Justice Indira Banerjee jointly launched the facility at the principal seat of a High Court as well as the Madurai bench. So far, only Supreme Court and the High Court in like a Delhi, Punjab, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and the Himachal Pradesh had introduced the e-court fee payment facility. Russia successfully test-fired ICBM Sarmat missile. Russia successfully test-fired its latest nuclear intercontinental ballistic missile RS-28 Sarmat. This missile can carry an array of warheads capable of dodging missile defenses, and the test was carried out at the Plistek Cosmodrome as a spacecraft in the west of the Russia. So most important part, which country has test-fired its ICBM Sarmat missile? So answer is the Russia. What is the capital of the Russia? So answer is the Moscow. What is the currency of Russia? Is the ruble. Who is the PM of Russia? Is the Dmitry Medvedev. And who is the president of Russia? Is the Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is the president. Dmitry Medvedev is the prime minister. Currency is the ruble and the capital is the Moscow. Pakistan successfully test-fired SLCM Babur. SLCM stands for Submarine Launch Version of Cruise Missile. This missile was fired from the underwater dynamic platform, which successfully hits its target with sharp accuracy. This is only second time that Pakistan has announced the test of the submarine launched Babur 3 missile, with the first test being conducted in the January 2017. SLCM Babur. SLCM stands for the Submarine Launch Version of Cruise Missile, has a range of 450 km and is capable of delivering various types of payloads and incorporates state-of-the-art technologies including the underwater controlled propulsion and advanced guidance and the navigation feature. Turkey's first ever nuclear power plant. The President of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, along with the Russian President Vladimir Putin, launched the construction of Turkey's first ever nuclear power plant in Mersin region, a large port city on the Mediterranean coast of the southern Turkey. What is the significance of this agreement? Once completed, the power station will contribute around 10% of the electricity need of the Turkey, which is significant as the nation has few energy resources of its own. And the first stage is due to be completed by the 2023 on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of the modern Turkey's founding and is expected to complete fully by the 2026. President Ramnath Kovind, Honorable President of India, is a visit to the Swaziland. President Ramnath Kovind was on 2-day visit to Swaziland, in which he signed several important agreements. He becomes the first visiting head of the state to address the Parliament of the Swaziland. Key notes about the President, let's see. President offered concessional finance on the part of India for the construction of new parliament building in the Swaziland. Point number 1. Point number 2. India would facilitate establishing a center of agriculture excellence in Swaziland, and India would develop an irrigation system in the Lubu-Yen region. To support the Swaziland Nation Disaster Management Agency, India has offered a $1 million as well as the food grains. The President inaugurated the Royal Science and Technology. The park has been developed and built with the assistance of the India. The King of Swaziland also conferred the Order of Lion on the President. This is the highest non-civilian honor of a Swaziland. This is the highest honor of a Swaziland government. This is the highest civilian honor Swaziland bestow on the non-citizens. And the President renewed India's commitment to Swaziland and announced that Indian embassy would be opening in the kingdom shortly. India and Swaziland signed a two agreement. One is the health cooperation and another is the on visa waivers for those traveling on official and diplomatic passports. Swaziland, officially the Kingdom of Swaziland, is the sovereign state in the southern Africa. It is neighboring by the Mozambique. What is the capital of Mozambique? Maputo. Maputo is the capital and the currency of Mozambique is the metical. And the South Africa, capital of South Africa is the Cape Town and currency of South Africa is the rand. And next to north and west and south, it is a landlocked country. This is the most important point. It is a landlocked country. The country is an absolute monarchy and ruled by the Navanyama King Maswati III since 1986. Bangladesh and India signed an agreement on their proposed nearly 130-kilometer oil pipeline aimed at pumping Indian oil to Bangladesh with the capacity of 1 million tons per annum. This is the most important agreement between the India and the Bangladesh. MOU, the list of MOUs between the Bangladesh and the government of India, establishing a friendship pipeline between Numaligarh in Assam and Parvatipur in the Bangladesh. Capital of Bangladesh is the Dhaka and the currency of Bangladesh is the Taka, Dhaka Taka. MOU on cooperation between the Prasar Bharati and the Bangladesh Betar. MOU for settling up ICCR Urdu chair in Dhaka University and addendum to the GCNEP BAEC Intergency Agreement. Two more MOUs set to set up language labs in 500 schools in Bangladesh and upgrade roads in the Rangpur city were also signed. India has remained the committed development partner of Bangladesh and had extended lines of credit over $8 billion to the Bangladesh in the last 7 years. From 2008 to 2009, the bilateral trade almost tripled between India and Bangladesh from 2.7 billion to 7.52 billion in 2016-17. Again, one more MOU between India and the Republic of the Korea, basically known as the South Korea. India signed an MOU with the Republic of Korea on mutual recognition of certificates of competency of seafarers. This paves the way for the two governments to mutually recognize the certificate of maritime education and training, competency, endorsement and medical fitness of seafarers issued by the each other. Basically, the agreement was signed during the visit of the Nitin Gadkari ji, who is the Minister of Shipping, and the agreement was signed between India and the South Africa. India and the South Korea. The capital of South Korea is the Seoul, S-E-O-U-L, and the currency of South Korea is the won. Again, one more MOU between Indian Consortium and the Saudi Armau. Indian Consortium consisting of the Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited and Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited and the Saudi Armau signed an MOU to jointly develop and build an integrated refinery and petrochemicals complex. Ratnagiri Refinery and the Petrochemicals Limited in the state of the Maharashtra. So, the name of the refinery is the Ratnagiri Refinery and the Petrochemicals Limited in the state of the Maharashtra. Highlights of President Ramnath Kovind's visit to Gambia. I told you about the Swaziland visit. Now I am talking about the Gambia visit. This is the first visit to the country by an Indian president since 1989. The two sides signed a 4 agreement. The number of agreements is the 4 on double taxation avoidance, GTAA, double taxation avoidance agreement, and on judicial cooperation and on mutual visa waivers for official and the diplomats, and on the entrepreneurship development institute that India will build in the Gambia. President Ramnath Kovind also addressed the Gambia-India Business Forum, and the theme of the forum was the Gambia-India Advancing New Frontiers. India has agreed to principle to provide a finance concession, and India has also agreed to India has agreed to in principle to provide concessional finance and support towards the construction of the Mahatma Gandhi Concession Center in the Lusaka. Lusaka basically capital of the Gambia. Gambia capital is the Lusaka and the currency of Gambia is the Kwacha. KWACHA, Kwacha is a currency. And India has also gifted Gambia's medicines and medical equipment worth $3 million. And India presented $1 lakh for the Mahatma Gandhi School in Lusaka.